There's a reason I'm telling you this. If you take what you're going through personal, you're going to miss the truth of who you are and who Christ is in you. Adversity is never just about you when you're a Christian. Adversity is always about the kingdom. So if you take adversity personal, you're going to make a big mistake. And you're going to make it about what you're going through and how you feel and what it's costing you, instead of who he is in you and who he wants to be in the middle of this situation. So if God works all things together for the good and he won't allow you to go through more than you can bear, we're probably okay. Are you with me? Come on, if you're praying for perfect circumstances, you are not having a good time in your life. I picked up my keys, and if you listen to me a lot, I'd stay away from sharing my experiences and manifestations and all that. They're real. I don't look for them. I just seek him. He just shows up in ways, and it's amazing. And I'm not ashamed of it. I just don't want people chasing that. Just go after him. Believe him. Live with character. Live with honesty. Live with integrity. Live with hunger. Live with passion, and go after God. Amen? You say, well, I just want to feel his love. Believe his love. Believe his love. Only then will it be safe to feel his love. Because if you don't believe his love, you always need another feel. Now you're back to living sensual again instead of by the Spirit and truth. I touched my keys and it felt like a lightning bolt shot down through the top of my head and blew through my feet. It was the most incredible thing, and my leg was completely instantly healed. It never even seemed like I ever had a problem for 11 days. I ran around like a madman in the living room, high-stepping and screaming at the top of my lungs. And you say, calm down, you are wrong. Why am I telling this story? You don't let 11 days change truth. You don't think so hard and so long and come up with questions that cloud what your heart knows. You stand your ground and believe what you set out believing. And if he's a healer, he's a healer, and you don't let your circumstance change your mind, because he authors your faith and he finishes it. And if I find a belief along the way that doesn't come from him, I'm not going to finish. There's so many beliefs in people's lives that they acquired through life and the way life unfolded, and then they even pin it on God. God has already spoken through his son, period. Is he still speaking? Did he speak through Blake that night on the testimony? Yes, but as far as who he is, his will, what he wants to do, came through Jesus. Camp there, stay there, don't move from there. That takes you through 11 days. That takes you through 11 months. That takes you through 11 years. It doesn't change. If you let your circumstance decide faith in your heart or truth in your life, and you don't get it through Jesus' life, I promise you we're going to make a mistake. Are you okay? I'm not against doctors. I'm not. Some people hear me a certain way sometimes. I'm not against doctors. The reason I wasn't seeking medical attention is because it was an evil spirit, and I had an encounter, and he walked in my room. And I was reading a John G. Lake book, which I love. And he said, I've come to put sickness in your leg, and you will now lose your leg. You better know Jesus and not get threatened. So I burst out laughing and said, now I know I'm not going to lose my leg. Because you're a liar from the beginning and there's no truth in you. Well, that sounds great, but I woke up in the morning and had no use of my leg. That's where people wipe out. Because they say, why are you letting him do this? Why did he? I said he couldn't, he did. God, where's your power? And you take your experience and it becomes your life. And all of a sudden, the night before, all your words were principle. But subject to change as soon as things don't go the way you say. Are you with me?